evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to another episode of Tuesdays with Terrence. Hope you're doing well. Hope everyone's doing well. Welcome to another episode of Tuesdays with Terrence. Some people call me Havis. Some people call me Terrence. Some people call me Mr. Bardui. Some people call me Little Boy, even from the 767 Local Boy. Let's make it public. Let's go make it public. Let's go make it public. All right. Let's go make it public here. Double check here. Let's go make it public. So everybody gets to see the program. Hope everyone's doing well. Let's make it public. Let's make it public. Man, why won't it let me make the post public? Well, I don't know what's going on, but you can go to my business page and check me out as usual. Hope everyone's doing well. I don't know what's going on lately. The last couple of weeks, we've been having some difficulties on my pages trying to make this thing public. And I don't know what StreamYard, it's not allowing me to make my posts public. That is weird. Well, you can go to my business page and check me out there. But how are you doing? How are you doing? Hope everyone's doing fine. Hope everyone's doing fine. Let me let some people know they can go to my business page. Let's see, business page. Hope everyone's doing fine. I don't know. With these technical difficulties recently, it's kind of weird. I need to figure out what's going on when I start my videos. It does not allow me to make it public. That's weird, isn't it? Let's go here. Let's go to Bardui Financial and see if we're being shown there as well. Man, the devil is always so busy, right? Let's see what's happening here. Let's see. Same thing. Well, it is what it is. Who can see it will see it. Who can't see it won't see it. It's one of those things. So again, welcome to another episode of Tuesdays with Terrence. My name is H. Terrence Bardui. Some people call me H. Some people call me Havis. Some people call me Terrence. Some people call me Mr. Bardui. Some people call me Little Boy. If you're from the 767 White Kubuli, the Commonwealth of Dominica, you call me what? Luku Boy. Dominica made me, Boston raised me, now South sustains me. How are you people doing? Hope everyone's doing well. Say something in the comment so I can see that you're there. For some reason, it will not allow me to make it public again. That's 2 weeks in a row. I need to check with either Facebook or I need to check with let's see, hold on. Let's go to the settings, mirror my camera, take that off. There you go. That's a little better here, but I hope everyone's doing well. Let's play our theme song and let's get on the road. Let's play our theme song and let's get on the road. Hope everyone's doing fine. Hold on. I hope you're having a good week. I hope everybody had a good Father's Day. I had a good one. So we're hoping that everybody had a good one as well. Check it out. We can go and check it out. Let's turn this on.
Battery high. Connected to Virus Alex camera.
Yeah, there we go. Get the theme song rolling. Get it rolling.
Island breeze, coconut trees, the heart of my plan. From the hills and the smiles to the songs of the sea, that island spirit molded the person I'd be. Boston raised me with its hustle and grind. City lights shining, dreams intertwined. In the heart of this town, on those snowy streets, learn to stand tall, navigating life, every rise, every fall. From the commons to the brownstones, I made my claim. Every lesson learned, I embraced my name. Boston raised me with its hustle and grind. City lights shine, dreams intertwined. In the heart of this town, I found my way. A licensed financial pro, ready for the fray. South sustains me with its warm embrace, a community of strength and love in every space. From the bayous to the beaches, I found my place. In this journey of finance, I've learned to chase grace. Dominica made me, Boston raised me high. The South sustains my soul as I reach for the sky with every sun. So here's to the roots that shaped who I am. From Dominica's beauty to Boston's Grand Slam. In the South I stand strong, with purpose and pride, journey side by side.
That's right. That was my theme song, and welcome to another episode of Tuesdays with Terrence. Hope everyone's doing well tonight. Again, for some reason, it's not showing how it's supposed to show. I'm going to say go to my business page because I'm trying to make this public, and it won't go. It won't go public. For some reason, they are not allowing my lives, but I'm still going to do the show. I'll have to investigate into that. I don't know what the problem is. I'll have to investigate. So I hope everyone's doing well this evening. I'll make it live later. People can go watch it. But I don't know what's going on. But you can always look on my business page. I'm going to make a post and I'm going to say, go to my business page so people can see. They don't know. I say, go to my business page. Tuesdays with Terrence. I don't know why it's doing that. It's doing that, and we're gonna deal with it. Let's see. Let's see my business page. Let's see what's going on here. I'm trying to make it show so that people can see my business page. By the way, financial services to see Tuesday with Terrence. I'm trying to make it up there so people can see. can't say, they can't say, they can't see, they can't see, they can't see. Put this up there for them so they can see this. Edit this. Next. There it goes. So people will come on. So good evening, everybody. Hope everyone's doing well. Good evening, Peaches Goodwill, and anybody else who's watching. And I don't know why the setting is done that way for Tuesdays with Terrence. So it's you can always go to my business page, and you can always see it there. Okay. So I hope everyone's doing well. Um, you missed my theme song. I didn't strum along today, but I have a good little testimony. I'm going to post it on as well. Um, this is the power of infinite banking concepts. My title tonight is annuities, but we're going to talk. We will mix a bunch of things in tonight but before I start though, for those men who are watching or who usually watch, how was your Father's Day? I didn't do nothing, man. I'm going through this. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but I stayed in bed all day. I'm not sick. I just stayed in bed all day. I drank tea. I ate food. Uh, I got gifts, but I'm in this. Ugh. But anyways, I just chilled all day. I didn't do anything. Some I would have showed it to you guys. I even bought myself a Father's Day card. Sometimes you need to celebrate yourself as well. So I did do that. So I hope everybody had a good Father's Day. Usually people make fun of Father's Day because they think Mother's Day is a big thing and Father's Day is a little thing. But I think every day should be Mother's Day, and every day for me, I don't have to get all these gifts or get a gift for Father's Day. I think it's important that you recognize me throughout the year, show love and respect, and Father's Day is just another day because you can't just be a father one day. You have to be a father all the time. So for that, I hope all the fathers had a good Father's Day and they had a good time. So get to my little testimony. Today I get a call from a young lady who used to be an agent of mine. In February, yeah, I started Tuesdays with Terrence with February 2020. And in March of 2020, this young lady became my client. And then that year, she started studying to become an agent. And she did, back in September of 2020, she became a licensed agent. Good evening, Mr. Alvin. Today she says, I need to take a loan. And I'm like, all right, can you talk? So I call her up and she says to me, you know what? I'm remodeling. I'm still doing construction on my house. I'm doing a little something and I need some funds, And I'm like, well, let's see how much you have. She had $14,000 available. And no, she had over $14,000 as cash value, but she had over $11,000 where she could have borrowed from through an infinite banking concept. So basically, she says, I need $9,000 because I'm doing a job next week and I need $9,000. But the good thing about this story, folks, is simply this. This woman could have gotten $11,000. She took $9,000 out of her account with a phone call. I said, let me show you how quick this is. We call her. Guess what? We tell them it's an emergency. They process it today. The money might be in her account tomorrow. It usually takes 3 to 5 business days, but the money might be in her account tomorrow or the day after. $9,000. But guess what? This is the key. She still continues to earn uninterrupted compounding on her $14,000 because she didn't borrow. She didn't use her money. She used OPM, other people's money. And I can't stress the importance of using other people's money. Now, this lady she's been religiously, every month dropping $400 into her IUL. And, she left the business, but she continued funding her IUL. So this is the key. She didn't have to go to the bank to get a loan for $9,000 or put it on her credit card. She borrowed from an infinite banking concept. 9 grand. Boom. They didn't need to check her credit. They didn't need to know where she's working. They didn't need to know how much money she makes a year, what her address is. She was able to get $9,000 just like that. And the money will be in her account in a couple of days. And she can do her project at her home, whatever she needs to do. And I keep telling people, for those of you who have a job, even if you're an entrepreneur, but I'm talking about people with jobs. You work for somebody every week, every 2 weeks, every month, whatever. This is the best thing you can do, because I know some people who were doing it and stopped doing it or took it down, and then guess what? They haven't got any access, because you have guaranteed money coming in every week or every 2 weeks or every month. Some people who are entrepreneurs don't have that luxury. But guess what? She was able to get $9. It took less than 5 minutes. She didn't have to put her address. She didn't have to tell them where she worked. They didn't have to check her credit report. That's what infinite banking does, guys. And you guys hear me talking about it all the time. And I admire the people. There's some people on here who's watching as well who've used the concept. And I admire people who do that. I'm going to give you a little advice, right? I usually say, what I recommend you do is such and such. It's actually not a recommendation. It's actually, I shouldn't say an order, because I'm not your commanding officer. It's actually what I want you to do, but I can't tell you to just do whatever you want to do, because you're an adult. It's your life. It's your money. But usually I try to recommend to people that a plan, and this is what I recommend that you do. I'm actually in the back of my mind saying, this is what you got to do. But you don't have to do anything, because you're an adult. So today, it was just wanted to show you how quickly and easy it was for this lady to access $9,000. I don't know if she had that money saved in her bank account. I don't know if she had that amount available on credit. She's a host. But the good thing was she was able to access funds just like that. Can you do that? There isn't anybody, I think, who have a job. Even if you have some challenges, some medical challenges, you're going to get what you can get, right? But you've got to use cash value insurance, life insurance. You have to use it, man. And if you have a hardship, some of the premiums will come out of the cash value. Now that may affect, but who cares? You don't want something to happen to you and you have no coverage in place. You don't want to do that. You don't want that to happen to you and you have no coverage in place. You don't want to do that, folks. You don't want to do that. So my question to you is, why haven't you done it? Why haven't you done what my client did? Tell me why. Well, we're going to leave that there. We're going to transition over to June. Is annuity. We've talked about annuities many times on this account. Actually, um, I know there's people watching now who've done an annuity. There's some of you who have lump sum of monies um, that's sitting in a bank, in a CD, or in a 401k, or in some other retirement account. And with all the let's look with all the volatility that's in the market real quickly. Let's see what the market did today. I want to check and see what the market did today. I do want to check and see what the market did today. I do want to see. So let me take a quick look here and see what the market did. Um, wow. The Dow was down 299.30 points. And the Nasdaq was down 100, and the S&P Standard and Poor's 500 was down 50.39. So everybody lost today. And I have a friend who has a 401k, and man, I want to transfer that money for them, but their company will not allow them to, and it ticks me off. So let's see, how's my friend doing in their 401k? Hey, they're at 237. They're back to where they were at the beginning of the year. But guess what? They lost that money. They got 235 tomorrow. So, but the good news is they're doing what they have to do. Are you doing what you have to do? So, getting back to the case, June is Annuity Awareness Month, right? Annuities can guarantee you a lifetime income. Do you know when you have a pension from a company, it's basically an annuity? It's paying you a certain amount every month. And there's ways that some people amount, and God forbid something happens to them, their spouse will get a lifetime income as well, regardless of what happens to them. So, what is it about annuities that you're scared of and you're not taking advantage of it? Why? Put it in the chat. Tell me why. Uh, the good thing about annuities is you don't, even when you have a bank account, right, and you earn interest, clear that every year as annual income. But if you get an annuity, it accumulates tax deferred. And if it's something like a Roth IRA, if you do a Roth, there'll be no taxes on that. So if you have an IRA and you convert it to a Roth, there's no taxes on that. So what I'm saying here, folks, people need to start using annuities as a form of planning. There's guarantees. If you have an fixed annuity, you participate in the gains of the market. You can never lose a penny. Now, there are surrender penalties because the objective of the annuities are long term. 5, 7, 10 years. Some companies have 15 years. The objective is to make it last throughout your retirement. Sometimes people take advantage of what they have too soon. Too soon. Why is that? Why is that? Why is that? They try to take advantage of stuff too soon. You need to plan for the long haul. How many doing that? The give, right? Or the information that I give every week. I know there are some people who call me who used to do business with me, no longer do business with me, but they still call me for advice. And some of them call me for advice to go somewhere else and do something. But guess what? I still give them the information because I really care about what you do with her, that I was the guy that you went with. But if you don't, some a lot of the times, I'm going to tell you something. There's a guy that I follow on social media, and the reason why a lot of people that you know don't do business with you is because they don't trust you. There's a trust issue. Because if you trust me, you're going to do business with me. And some people is because they're embarrassed. Some people don't want you to know their business. But I don't care. I don't care. That's what me it is. But I don't care. So, but your conscience don't bother you, and it's okay. Anybody that comes to me and asks me information about financial advice, I will tell them what I know. I will. And the reason why I do it is because I care. So, for example, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go into YouTube, and I'm going video that's going on right now. I'm going to do that because I want people to see. Let's see, get out of there. I want people to see that they can that I can help them, and I want them to feel comfortable that even if they're not my clients, I will still be able to share insights with them. So we go to Badui Financial Services. All right, and we search, and it pops up right there. There it is, right there. All right, it pops up now. Let's see. Let's see who's watching. Share. We're going to share it. Copy the link, and I'm going to put it on. I'm going to put it on WhatsApp because I try to share what I know. I want to see my sister. She's trying to get me. Let me put this. She went to Tuesdays with Tereence, so she got someone else. She went to the wrong place. So let's put that up here. Tuesdays with Tereence. So I'm gonna say Tuesdays with Tereence. Live now. Live now. All right, so let's see. So I'm going to put it on so people can watch and follow. Anyways, getting back to my point of view of what I was trying to tell you guys. Annuities is a great part of your financial planning. Do you have one? I believe everyone needs to secure life insurance first. And the extra funds that you have, if you have a lump sum, put in annuity. Someone told me if they hit the lottery, the first person they're gonna call is me, and I told them you're lying. If you're not gonna call me to spend $25 a month, you're gonna call me when you have $25 million. No, you're not. I know some people who are watching who would call me. Not gonna. I know some people who would, but there's some, they're full of crap. But that's okay because my job is to educate you to make good decisions for your family. And even when I can't get Tuesdays with Tereence to populate on my regular page, I still do the recording and I say, you know what? I'll go and change it later. Manage posts. Let's and make it try to make it public later. And lately it's been coming up later that I can make it public. It won't allow me to make it public now. It won't allow me to make it public. But I can go to my business page right now and I can see on my business page but do we find I can see that people are there watching so far. There's some comments in there. Melinda Frazier is watched for a little bit. Peach Goodwill a little bit. Jojo Williams a little bit watched. You know, Alvin Vasa. Um, but let me ask you this question, folks. Do you have a 401k? Do you have a 401k at your job? Good evening. You're doing well. Cavell Scott, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you people tuning in. Um, I don't say why. Let me rephrase that. If you have a 401k on your job or from an old job, why are you keeping the money there? Now, if you're not 59 and a half and you're in your current job, there's nothing you can do. But there's someone hit me up. I would never call their name. I never call people's name because I keep everything private. I have a fiduciary responsibility to protect. Someone told me, you know what? I want to do an annuity. I have such and such, or they say I want to do something with some of this money that I have, and I keep trying to tell them you can do it. Melinda said I had to search for the slide. Melinda, the reason we have to search for it, right? The last 2 weeks, I'll get back my rant. The reason why you have to search for this live, the last 2 weeks, for some reason, Facebook will not allow me to. I don't know if it's Facebook or what, or if it's StreamYard. It will not allow me to do my. It won't allow me to do my. Let's see. I just put it on Instagram as well. It will not allow me to make my life public until it's over, so people get to see it later. But always, for all of you people who are watching, all right, for all of you people who are watching, I'm gonna start putting it. No, well, even if I put it there, you won't know. There are 8 ways you can watch Tuesdays with Tereence. 8 ways. Every Tuesday at 7 o'clock, I've done this thing sick. I was sick as a dog in Vegas, and I did it. I was in Atlanta one time, feel like I was dying, and I did it. So remember this. My Facebook page is Havis Bardouille, HAVIS BARDOUILLE. If you're in Dominica, it's Havis Badwill. Let me say Badwill. But if you're here or other places, Bardouille. Also, you can watch Tuesdays with Tereence on my business page, Facebook. It's Financial Services or Badwill Financial Services. You can go to YouTube any Tuesday at 7 o'clock and watch it on my financial page. On my YouTube channel is Bardouille Financial Services. That's the only thing I put on there. Every Tuesday at 7 o'clock, Bardouille Financial Services. Right? Then you can go on X and watch it. X, formerly 24. You can go to LinkedIn and watch it. Havis Bardouille or H. Tereence Bardouille on LinkedIn. And you can even watch it on Instagram. My Instagram handle is HTBNice. So I'm going to put in the chat for those of you so you guys can see. YouTube is Bardouille Financial Services. All right. I'm going to put it in. Right. Bardouille Financial Services. Instagram is HTB Nice 64, right? Now, when you go to YouTube, follow my channel, subscribe or something so you can know when I'm on. If you go to X, it's HTB Nice. Let me put it in there. Did I do it right? Hold on. Hold on. I did it wrong. Hold on, banners. Comments. Sorry about that. For X, it's HDB Nice 64. All right, so you can see me on X as well. Right? I'll say formerly Twitter. Right? I'll pop it up to LinkedIn. LIN. LinkedIn. Havis Bardui. Or H. Tereence Bardui. And you can even find me on BFS Financial on LinkedIn, on Twitter, as BFS Financial on Twitter. I'm sorry, BFS Financial on Instagram. So I'm all over the place, man. There is no reason why, even if my regular page is not working, you guys can't find me. So Melinda Frazier, I want to thank you for watching. You said I'll check out YouTube next time. I had to go through your Facebook page. Oh, okay, all right. And first of all, I want to make this very clear, folks. I am very grateful when people watch Tuesdays with Tereence. You know, I don't want to sound like I am. Sometimes I may give some a little mapui, a little words to you. And I believe there are some people who watch it religiously to support me. Some people watch it because they're not ready to make a decision. There's people who've told me, you know, oh, I'm going to get with you. And I believe them, but some of them want to wait till they retire or whatever reason people want to do. I can't. All I can do is educate, pontificate, liberate, you know, educate kids. That's all I do. So therefore, I'm trying to teach you guys that if you have money in the bank, 50,000, 100,000, 25,000, don't keep it in the bank. People can see it. Put it somewhere people can't see, you know, or put it somewhere where you can get a better return. You know why? If you have a CD and you have it for, I don't know, 5 years or 3 years, your money's locked in, right? And if you go take the money out, you lose the interest that you earned. And you can do that. But with an annuity, over the years, as you build, it's a long-term protection. So every year you have access to 10% of it until you're out of surrender. And if you have a 401k at an old job and it's 200,000, 300, like I have a client, it was about $300,000, and the person was still in their early to mid 50s. They're not going to retire till they're 65, 67. So by the time they retire, they have access to all the cash if they want to. But you don't want to do that because you're going to have to pay all the taxes at one time. So basically what I do is I try to educate. But a lot of people, I made a post the other day on Facebook, and I'm going to paraphrase the phrase. I paraphrased the post. I said, full transparency with your advisor in financial literacy is a flex, because we can only advise you on what you tell us. Some people hold information from us. Some people don't want to tell us. Some people claim they don't remember. And I don't know if you're telling me the truth or not. That's not neither here or there. But the point is, you got to tell. If you become my client, you got to tell me everything, because you know what? I have a fiduciary responsibility responsibility to protect you. I'm always going to give you the best advice for you. And somebody says, "Why do you like?" There's a whole bunch of ways to get in touch with me. You know how to get in touch with me? You can DM me. You can call me. I used to scroll my phone number. I took it off intentionally because I don't want anyone to feel like I'm pressuring them to contact me. Not at all. You want to see me, get in my DM. Hey, man, can we talk? Of course we can. We'll schedule a Zoom. I'll show you what's best for you and how to. One of the best things of what I do is protecting what you have. And too many people are too frivolous with what they do. You worked hard for your money. Remember that song by Donna Summer? She works hard for the money. So hard for it, honey. Remember that song? She works hard for the money, so you better treat her right. Now, if you know what the allegory of that song is, you laugh. But work hard for you, so I'm going to treat you right. I'm going to treat you right. I just want you to know, man, the roots of my rise came from Dominica to Boston to the South. And all I try to do is to educate, pontificate, and to try to eradicate your debt. I show you how there's so many people I know right now who are not using life insurance to their benefit. I just gave you guys a story. Someone called me today. I haven't talked to them in about a year or two. I also have a review annually with all my clients, but some of them never have time. But my best clients are the ones who never call me for nothing. They just systematically dumping money into their IUL or whatever it is that they're doing. Those are my best clients because they're working and they're protecting the future. So this young lady calls me. She's not young, but I call her young lady. She's about 56 years old, you know. And back in 2020, we met, okay, just before the pandemic, we met. I happened to go to high school with some of our family members up in Boston over 40 years ago, you know. And it's like 43 years ago, I graduated high school, right? But guess what? She starts putting some money aside every month into an index universal life policy, $400 a month, every month with a great death benefit. God forbid if something would receive about $370,000. But that's not the purpose of why she got the index universal life. She got it for three reasons. One, for living benefits. Two, to accumulate cash. And three, if God forbid something happens to her, you know, she owns a home, her kids, you know, can live and her parents live in the home. They can continue to live in that house. And for those of you who live in New York, Boston, places like that, you know how expensive property is. So she sends me a text. Hi, I want to take a loan. I called her. I said, can you talk? I called. I go, what's up? She goes, you know, I'm doing some remodeling on my house still. And I need some money. So I log into her account. I said, how much money you need? She's like, I need $9,000. $9,000. I look, girl, you have access. You right now, you've accumulated over 14 and you have 11,000, over 11,000 you can take. She goes, I just want 9. Guess what? We didn't ask her social security number, where she works, you know, how she gonna pay back, what she need the money for. Although she had already told me, right? I make a call in less than 5 minutes. They process the transaction. The money should be in her account by tomorrow or Thursday. And she can do the remodeling of a house that she wants to do. And guess what? She pays it back when she wants to, and it never affects her credit. Never. If she never wants to pay it back, she don't have to. But I recommend she pay it back because in the future, she wants to do it again. And she will because she's very disciplined. And those are the kind of people that I'm looking for clients. People who are looking to maximize. For 5 years, she's been dumping money in there. But guess what? She needs to do a little home improvement on her home. She needed $9,000. She didn't have to beg, steal, or borrow. Steal or borrow, man. She didn't have to. She didn't have to beg, steal, or borrow. Why? Because she put the right things in place. Have you put the right stuff in place? For those of you, other jobs, you know, have you decided to, roll over your 401k? For those of you who are working, you are retired military, do you have an emergency pool of money you can access in case you have a critical or chronic illness? For those of you who have a 401k, a 403b, a 457, if you work for a municipality, federal government, it's called a TSP3 savings plan. Why is the money still there? Why can't you put it into something that you can control, and you have access to when you need some of it? And you want to make sure it lasts as long as you last. You see, too many of us, we like spending. We like spending. Well, we have to save. Save. Can we save? Can we do some savings? Can you? Can you? So, my question to you is simply this. My question to you is simply this. What's stopping you from changing what you've been doing in the past? Some of you may have family members, your mom, a grandparent. Even some of you may have children now. A lot of children, some of your children, they're well educated, making a lot of money. They don't even know how to, they have no financial literacy. What is it? You need my help, folks? Send me a DM, a direct message. For some of you, you may need a critical illness protection, whether it's for cancer, stroke, heart attack, I don't know. Just have it if something happens. There's someone watching right now, I'm not going to call their name and I never would, who have an index universal life policy. They had no living benefits on it because they had some health challenges, but they also got a critical illness policy. And last month, I believe, they started a flexible premium annuity, putting a certain amount every month into an annuity. Some of you can do a lump sum. Today, who took that $9,000 out of her account? The great thing is, she could have even used her credit card, charged that work item for a home on her credit card, then come take a loan, then pay off her credit card within 30 days and get the points. But all of those things are things that I do. But tonight, June is Annuity Awareness Month. Do you have an annuity? Do you understand annuity? Why aren't you talking to me? Am I intimidating? I look rough and tough. I have a big mouth, but I'm a sweetheart. When I talk to my clients, man, I just try to show them what they need to do. That's all I do, is show them what they need to do. And tonight, I'm just here educating. That's all I'm trying to do, is just tell you what you have to do, what you shouldn't do, what you will do, what you may do, what you may not do. Folks, listen to me. Financial literacy is not rocket science. Just like some people don't know how to cook, they don't know how to cook. They may learn, but they may not be as good as someone who's been doing it all their lives. Some people iron really well. Some people sing very well. The thing about financial literacy, even though you don't have it, you can get it, but you have to partner up with the right financial professional, someone that you trust, someone who's a fiduciary who has your best interest at heart, and someone that you're going to take their advice. Like with me, I always say, what I recommend you do is actually what I want to say, what the hell, what you got to do is, but I can't say that. You're grown, you can do whatever you want to, but you to start considering annuities as part of your financial plan. It gives you guarantees. You can get a lifetime guaranteed income from it if you want to. If you choose to annuitize it for as long as you live, you could do it with your life only, or your spouse's life, or your children, one of your children's lives, or if something happens to you, they can still get a guaranteed lifetime income. Let me tell you guys something, right? I said it earlier and I'm going to say it again. $50 or $200 a month, $1,000 a month. Why would you call me if you hit the lottery and you have 25 million? Someone told me, I have a client. Some of you watching probably know about my client. I would never call your name. But a few years ago, I did something for that client, and the client told me, you're going to get my business. I waited for a little while. They call me, this person, it's okay, they call me more than I call them. And they just call me to see, how are you doing? How are you doing? They call me, and they will say, I'm a bad friend. And this person is my client. I should be calling them. And it's actually, this individual is my largest annuity client. My largest annuity client. And there's some people who've known me for 40 years, 45 years, 47 years, 30 years, 20 years. And I'll never forget someone one time on one of my posts. People are not going to take advice from someone on Facebook, but you all take advice from people on YouTube. How to fix something. Your people take political advice from TikTok and Instagram. Now, the reason you don't want to take my advice is you don't trust me, or you don't want me to know your business. You can say that, and I'm cool with that. 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 So, what are you going to do different for the second half of the year that you did in the first half? There's someone watching right now, if you're not sleeping. Are you well with me? They have a critical illness with me. I have a client, who has a get out of debt program with me. I think they're on vacation. I just saw it. They have IULs with me. They have annuities with me. There's a family, a very young family. They have a get out of debt program with me. They have an annuity with me. And they have IULs for the husband and the two kids. And I told that individual, you know what? We need to get an IUL on you as well. As a matter of fact, I'm going to text that person tonight and say, I think it's high time that you get an IUL on you for living benefits as well. And I know you have a term policy, but your term policy does not have all the living benefits that we offer. I'm going to send it to that person. And that person, I've told them many times, I said, if I had 3 clients like you every month, I'd be living large. But it doesn't matter. My objective is not to live large. I don't chase money. I'm not there trying to fool people. I'm just here trying to educate people. And those of you who have money in the bank, let's get it out and put it in an annuity. Those of you who have money at former jobs, 401ks, let me help you roll it over. Don't keep it in the bank. The bank, all you need is a mortgage or a doggone checking account to pay your bills. You become the bank, the national bank of you. I can show you how to do that. I'm ready. So for those of you who are watching tonight who are not my clients, get into my DM. Send me a DM. Go to Havis Bardui on Facebook, Messenger, and say we need to talk. And put your number in there. Let me put something in place for you. The show is called Tuesdays with Tereence. My name is H. Tereence Bardui. Some people call me H. Some people call me Havis. Some people call me Tereence. Some people call me Mr. Bardui. Some people call me Little Boy, even from the 767 Whitey Kubuli, tall as her body, the Commonwealth of Dominica, St. Luke's Parish, aka La Point. You call me Luku Boy. Dominica made me, Boston raised me, the South sustains me. Do you have an annuity? You need an annuity. You cannot afford to put a lump sum of 300,000, 500,000, 100,000. Let's do a 1,000 a month, 500 a month, 100 a month, 200 a month. Let's do something aside after you've secured an index universal life policy with living benefits. So as we close, I might strum along tonight. Let me make my seat a little higher here so you guys can hear me. A little higher so you guys can hear me as we close for the night. I think
Battery.
that's
5.
what my
Connected to
theme song
wireless
says,
Alex
right?
Hammer.
We have to find our theme song and make sure we are ready to rock and roll. Are you ready to rock and roll, folks? Every week I give you a mouthful, at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I give you a mouthful. I hope that you take my advice. I hope that you say, you know what? I want to change my financial trajectory. I think you guys can do it, right? So here we go.
Dominica made me, that's where it all began. Island breeze, coconut trees, the heart of my plan. From the hills and the smiles to the songs of the sea, that island spirit molded the person I'd be. Boston raised me with its hustle and grind. Intertwined in the heart of this town, I found my way. A licensed financial pro, ready for the fray. On those snowy streets, learn to stand tall, navigating life every rise, every fall. From mountains to the burdens, I made my claim. With every lesson learned, I embrace my name. Boston raised me with its hustle and grind. City lights shining, dreams intertwined. In the heart of this town, I found my way. A licensed financial pro, ready for the fray. Now the South sustains me with its warm embrace, a community of strength and love in every space. From the bayous to the beaches, I found my place. In this journey of finance, I've learned to chase grace. Dominica made me, Boston raised me high. This sustains my soul as I reach the sky. With every sunrise, I'm thankful and free. A licensed financial pro, just being me. So here's to the roots that shaped who I am. From Dominica's beauty to Boston's grin, skin strong with purpose and pride. Together with my journey, side by side.
Folks, Dominica made me, Boston raised me, the South sustained me. Every Tuesday at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, I give you financial advice. If you choose and you need my help, reach out to me, DM me. You know how to get in touch with me. Thank you for tuning in. God bless. Tuesday, Dominica made me, Boston raised me, the South sustains me, the roots of my rise. Tuesdays with Terrence. Good night, everybody. Hasta la vista, baby.